Good morning. This is Kamera. We're on day number 58. Deuteronomy 1 and 2. We are done with Numbers. In fact, we've done Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, and Numbers. We're on the fifth book in the Bible. Yes! And we're still just the second month into this year. So we've been doing pretty good. All right, so the story starts off with Moses addressing the people of Israel, just giving an account of how they got from Egypt to this point. Once God delivered the children of Israel from Egypt, and they wound up getting to Mount Sinai. They spent a lot of time at Mount Sinai. And while he was in Mount Sinai, while the children of Israel were in Mount Sinai, Moses had a difficult time. He was really burdened with the cares of everyone in Israel. And so he decided to appoint some leaders to help him. And he points out, he discussed it with the people of Israel. They agreed, and they helped him find some respectful men of wisdom, with understanding. And Moses told them how to govern the people. He appointed judges. He appointed officials, people over 1,000, people over 100, people over 10. And these people are to judge fairly. However, if there was an issue that was too heavy for them, then they would give it to Moses, and Moses would deal with those issues. And so, yeah, you guys felt it was good. We did it. Fast forward, we get to the people of Israel get to, now they're about to take the land. And so the people come to Moses and say, how about we send out some scouts to scout the land first before we go? So Moses sent 12 spies. He sent those 12 spies, and the majority of them came back with a bad report. Actually, 10 of them came back with a bad report, discouraged the people. People rebelled. God was upset. They said that God was going to turn their kids into slaves, or allow them people to turn their children into slaves. And God was not pleased with that. So, except there's one person, Caleb. Caleb was the one that spoke up and said, we can't take this land. We got this. Let's do this. And he is the only one who's definitely going to make it to see the promised land. And get this, Moses pointed out, I can't even go to the promised land because of that. But none of those people from that generation are going to the promised land. And Moses was like, I can't go because I allowed you guys to get to me. And so Caleb is the only one who's going to that promised land. Actually, Caleb and Joshua. Joshua's going to be the one who lead the children of Israel into the promised land. And Joshua, as we know, is Moses' assistant. So that's what he's telling them now. And then as they got closer to the promised land now, after those 40 years of being in the wilderness, this new generation, Moses reminded them that God had told them as they were heading to Moab that they were not supposed to disrupt any of the certain areas like Mount Seir. Mount Seir was Esau's descendants' land. He said that where's that other one? I believe certain parts of Moab was Lot's descendants. I think it was Moabites and Ar. Don't touch that land because those are Lot's descendants. If you touch anything, then you need to pay for it or what have you. But he didn't want them to. He said, I'm not going to give you any of that land. I'm not going to give you any of Ammon's land, none of that land. Just go where I need you to go, which was through Moab. And, Sion. Sion, they had sent ambassadors. He reminded them that we sent them and told them we need to come through the land. But we find that God hardened Sion's heart because that was the land that was going to go to the children of Israel. And so Sion decided to create a war. And so children of Israel destroyed them. So that's where we are right now, where Moses is giving an account of their journey from Mount Sinai to now, after they left Egypt until now. And so, yeah, that's where we are. Okay, so we're on day number 58, Deuteronomy chapter 1 and 2. And yeah, that is it. So, yeah, that's where we are. And tomorrow, I believe we're going to be discussing Og. So we guys, up to this point, we know that they destroyed Sion. And I know the next one's going to be Og that we talk about tomorrow, and then some other stuff. So yeah, the children of Israel had completed their 40-year journey. Okay, so yeah, you guys have a great God-filled day.